Coming up today on News Valdosta, the parents of Kendrick Johnson hold a press conference.
And new board positions become available in the community.
Taylor Kelly will give us a look at our weather, and Quenisha Claiborne will bring us the best in sports. News Valdosta starts now. Welcome to News Valdosta. I'm Amber Worthy.
And I'm Stacy Bush. In January of this year, Kendrick Johnson was found rolled inside of a wrestling mat in Lowndes County High School gym. Kendrick Johnson's parents, along with family attorneys Shaveen B. King Jr. and Benjamin Crump, held a press conference today to discuss filing of new legal documents. The family is officially requesting that a judge order a coroner's inquest into Johnson's death. That would require reopening the investigation into Kendrick's death. With recent donations from a Valdosta pastor and heightened media coverage, the story of how one boy's death can affect a community is growing.
The Valdosta Lowndes Metropolitan Planning Organization is scheduled to amend its Transportation Improvement Program for fiscal years 2014 through 2017. This will affect Valdosta Metropolitan Planning Area, which includes Lowndes County, portions of Berrien County, Brooks, and Lanier counties. On Thursday, the organization will host a public open house at the office of the South Georgia region from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. to allow members of the public to ask questions and speak to staff regarding these projects.
The deadline is quickly approaching to apply for several vacant city board positions. Positions range from the Valdosta Housing Authority all the way to the Central Valdosta Development Authority and Downtown Development Authority. Citizens interested in serving the community this way should apply by first reviewing the membership requirements and Code of Ethics booklet, completing a general board application, and then signing a Code of Ethics form. The closing date for submitting the general board application and Code of Ethics form is Wednesday, October 30th by 5 p.m.
The annual open enrollment for 2014 benefits has started for employees of Valdosta County Schools. This period will close at 5 p.m. on Friday, November 8th of this year. Employees must make their health benefit selection online at the new State Health Benefit Plan Employee Portal. If you're currently enrolled in a state health benefit plan and fail to go online and make the selection, your coverage will default for the bronze plan at your current tier. The tobacco surcharge will only be charged to you if you paid for it in the previous year.
2013 marks the 20th anniversary of the Hope Scholarship. The scholarship continues to be ranked among the nation's most competitive and successful merit-based scholarships. It has provided nearly $7 billion to over 1.6 million students and has successfully improved the overall quality of Georgia's post-secondary education programs. All students have to do is maintain a 3.0 GPA scholarship program at one of the Georgia's public universities. Georgia is one of the only states that does not require standardized testing as a requirement to qualify for Hope.
Coming up, Coca-Cola impresses customers at a national show.
And one school is taking a huge step towards safe driving. Stay with us.
The average text takes your eyes off the road for nearly 5 seconds.
Welcome back to News Valdosta.
The National Association of Convenience Stores show has returned to Atlanta for the first time since 2010. Coke was a talk of the show with the announcement of a few new packaging options for its flagship cola. After the success of the Dasani Drops, Coke will also extend the Drops platform with products from Minute Maid, Vitamin Water Zero. Those products are scheduled to debut early next year. Flavors from the Vitamin Water Drop series will include Triple X and ASEA Blueberry Pomegranate flavor, Revive a Fruit Punch flavor, Squeezed a Lemonade flavor, and Rise an Orange flavor.
Researchers say long-distance runners are at risk for low bone density. Some of the ways to help runners run longer and smarter include avoiding high-fiber foods the night before a race because they could cause cramps. Experts say you should consume 30 to 60 grams of carbohydrates every hour when exercising more than 1 hour. And don't forget to monitor your sweat loss and weigh yourself before and after long runs. For every pound lost during a run, you should replace it with 16 ounces of water.
Valdosta High School is taking a stand for safe driving. The high school recently joined the campaign, Celebrate My Drive. It's a celebration of one of life's greatest rites of passage and the freedom that comes with earning your driver's license. Citizens can aid Valdosta in the campaign by going to Celebrate My Drive's website and picking Valdosta High School. One of the 10 schools will receive a $100,000 grant, and the top school will receive the chance of a concert with Kelly Clarkson.
Over the weekend, the community came together to help a local business recover from the effects of the government shutdown. News Valdosta's Morgan Osborne has more.
During the government shutdown, the Banks Lake National Wildlife Refuge in Lanier County was closed. However, even though the facility was temporarily closed, the outpost still had bills to pay. A local family-owned restaurant, the Lighthouse Grill in Lakeland, volunteered their time Sunday afternoon to raise funds for the outpost.
It's a tough way to go, even when you do have your doors open. We thought we would help out, do what we could, so that's why we're here. And everyone we have working today, as well as the musicians, have all donated their time.
The community came together for a fundraiser fish fry with live music from entertainers such as Keith Larson, Bill Eustace, Jared Brogdon, and local folk legend Joe Smothers. All of the proceeds from this event will benefit the outpost. With the government shutdown now over, Banks Lake is back to normal business hours.
It's great to see the community come together to support local businesses. For more information about the Lighthouse Grill or about Banks Lake Outpost, check them out online. With News Valdosta, I'm Morgan Osborne.
A recent study has shown that social networking can aid smokers who are trying to quit. Participants formed groups online with other smokers and saw a change in their behavior. Being on the site gave them a greater sense of empowerment. The study showed that amount of time spent on networking sites and the degree to which each felt their attitudes, belief, and sense of self and other specific views on smoking were shared by other members on the site.
Up next on News Valdosta, Taylor Kelly will give us a look at the weather.
Stay with us.
Did you know kids who play outdoors have healthier lungs?
Totally.
I did. Did you know that boys that play with dolls make better husbands?
My son has lots of dolls. But did you know terry cloth diapers breathe better?
I did.
It's totally true.
Oh, yeah.
Did you know that strollers have the right of way on the sidewalk?
Yes.
Yep, I did. Did you guys
Did you know that kids who eat breakfast have higher GPAs?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, that's actually what I was going to say.
Did you know babies should never touch silver? It's really bad for them.
I knew that.
Did you guys know that statistically friendly kids have more friends?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's obvious.
Did you know most people think they're using the right car seat for their kid, but they're not?
Parents who really know it all know for sure that their child is in the right seat at the right age and size. Visit safercar.gov/the right seat to make sure your child is protected.
I'm putting that on my blog.
I just put it in mine.
When every moment matters and a hand reaches out, when someone gives blood and a life is saved, that moment when heartbreak turns to hope, you're there through the American Red Cross. Every day, the Red Cross responds to nearly 200 neighborhood emergencies, and your support makes it possible. Use this moment to join us today. Visit redcross.org.
Welcome back to News Valdosta. The Betty White days are moving behind us as we go deeper into October.
But what are the Betty White days?
You know, 91 and gorgeous. Now Taylor Kelly is standing by to give us a look at your local weather. Taylor?
Thanks, Stacy. Well, it looks like we have rain in our forecast for most of the day today. The high for today should be 70 degrees, and the low for the evening will be around 57 degrees, with the rain continuing. Good news, though, for tomorrow, the rain should be gone, and we can look forward to beautiful sunny skies and a high of 77 degrees. Because of the rain today, the UV index is at a moderately low level. But if you're going to be out in the rain, be sure to drive safely on the wet roads. Although the rain is here for the day, allergy sufferers can have a nice break because the pollen count is at a low level, with the predominant pollen being ragweed. And that's your local weather forecast for today. Back to you guys at the news desk.
Coming up next, Quenisha Claiborne gives us the 411 on local sports. Don't go away.
Thanks for calling the GED Pep Talk Center. Jerry Stiller speaking. Your level 7 in-your-face pep talk.
I can keep pushing you. Believe me, I'm good at it. But at some point, you're going to need to start pushing yourself.
See, once you've got your GED diploma, you'll feel so good about yourself.
You tell them. You can't change your past, but you can definitely change your future.
That makes me so happy, I'm ready to bust out a dance.
Mr. Trejo, can I transfer this guy to you? My gentle technique isn't really working. You need something a little more
persuasive.
Yes.
You listen, and you listen good.
Hey, where's my sandwich? Terry? Terry!
Take it from me, the King DMC. It's a real cool thing to get your GED.
Get that diploma!
Now hold on and we'll find you free GED classes. Capiche?
Whatever motivation you need, we've got a pep talk for you. Get your GED pep talk and find free classes at yourged.org.
Valdosta State University.
Quality academics.
Caring faculty mentors.
A beautiful campus.
Opportunities for involvement, leadership, and service.
Championship athletics, spirit and pride.
Discover your opportunities.
Valdosta State University.
We're back, and joining us now with the rundown on local sports is Quenisha Claiborne. Quenisha?
Thanks, Amber. Coming up this week in sports, the Valdosta High School Wildcats will be traveling to Moultrie to take on the Colquitt County Packers. The game is set to take place this Friday night at 7:30 p.m. After taking care of business against the Tift County this past weekend, the Valdosta Wildcats remain undefeated here at home with a record of 5-0. Keeping the ball rolling with upcoming sports, the Lowndes High Vikings will face the Tift Counties here at home this Friday night at 8 o'clock. Friday night's game will follow the Vikings' victory against Coffee County with a score of 35-10. The Valwood Valiants will face Brookwood School this Friday night at 7:30. This weekend's game follows the Valiants' conference victory against Westwood this past weekend, which ended with a score of 28-7. Local businesses gathered this weekend for the YMCA's annual golf tournament. News Valdosta's Dorian Baber brings us this.
That's a good leadoff hitter.
The YMCA recently held their 24th annual golf tournament at Kinderloo Forest Golf Club. 28 teams from Valdosta participated in the tournament for a chance to compete in the $1 Million Shootout. With a shotgun start, each team was able to start at a different hole and complete the course at their own pace. YMCA board member Marshall Connor talked on the benefits of the tournament.
Well, it brings, obviously it brings in some revenue for the Y, and in the last several years, a good number of years, we split that with United Way. So half will go to United Way and half will go to the Y. So we've been doing that for a pretty good while now. But the other thing is it brings some name recognition of the YMCA to the community.
YMCA President Larry Toby spoke on one member who had a lasting impression on the organization.
Arthur Herndon was a great supporter of the Y for many years. His whole lifelong residency here, he was a member of the Y. Mr. Arthur Herndon passed away last year, so in memory of his dedication to the Y, we are absolutely, just joyful to host this tournament in his memory in his behalf.
First Federal won the tournament and was able to compete in the putting contest for a chance to own an 18.
The 24th annual YMCA golf tournament was a huge success. Don't miss this event next year. With News Valdosta, I'm Dorian Baber.
In soccer, the Valdosta State women's team has a match at 5 o'clock today against the Falcons of Montevallo State. The women's soccer team lost their last match against Columbus State, giving them a record of 8 wins, 2 losses, and 3 ties. Fans are encouraged to wear their pink to the game in observance of Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And that's all for sports. Back to you guys at the news desk.
Thanks, Quenisha. When we come back, we'll take a look at how VSU's Health Promotions is providing a way for women to defend themselves.
And just how terrifying can one charity event be? Find out when we come back.
$7,000 high school students drop out every school day. That's a line of desks more than 4 miles long. We can keep students in school. Visit boostup.org and take the first step.
Valdosta State University, encouraging
in-depth inquiry,
hands-on experience,
service and involvement,
and a global view,
while offering
a beautiful residential campus,
over 100 fields of study,
graduate and online degrees,
and championship athletics.
All in a warm and friendly community.
Get connected and involved.
Do more, become more.
Valdosta State University.
Get your ass on these two. You're not sitting here.
Yes, I am.
Move. Give it to him hard.
No.
Every day, kids witness bullying.
Why are you stabbing me with it? No.
They want to help,
Ow.
but don't know how. Teach your kids how to be more than a bystander. Visit stopbullying.gov.
Welcome back. According to the Alzheimer's Association, more than 5 million Americans have Alzheimer's disease today. The Alzheimer's Caregivers Support Group will meet tonight at 6:30 in the Chapel Room of Langdale Place. This meeting is for caregivers of individuals suffering from Alzheimer's or dementia or anyone wanting information/education about Alzheimer's disease. They meet the 4th Tuesday of every month.
In recognition of Domestic Violence Awareness Month, VSU's Health Promotions is sponsoring a rape aggression defense class for women tonight at 5 in Valdosta State University's Student Union Ballroom A. This class is free to all women at VSU and in the local community. Be sure to wear athletic-style clothing and shoes if you choose to attend.
The Laura S. Walker State Park came alive with screams of terror as a new haunted house opened as the main attraction for their fall festival. News Valdosta's reporter Travis Caldwell has more.
The Friends of Laura S. Walker State Park held their fall festival this past weekend. This year, the festival had a new main attraction in a haunted house known as Sheer Terror. The crew arrived less than a day before opening and set up the house from scratch. The house was put together by a group of Valdostans, many of which were first-timers.
Best part, I would say, is seeing the looks on people's faces when they were coming out, just knowing that we did a good job.
Although the majority of the crew were rookies, their leader, Jonathan Milius, has worked in haunted houses for years as an actor, but never before as a designer.
When everybody that works, normally works at this park, walked in and said they didn't recognize this cabin, the cabin they walk in every day, they help clean up, they move stuff around in all the time, and they could not recognize a single room in it. That was awesome.
The Friends of Laura S. Walker are calling the house a huge success and are looking forward to working with John in the future. For News Valdosta, I'm Travis Caldwell.
Again, the Waycross Haunted House will be this Friday. This will be Moody's 33rd annual haunted house. Kids will be able to enjoy a bounce house, face painting, and free candy. From 6 to 7:30 p.m., all the lights will be on, but when 8 o'clock hits, the lights will be turned off for the 3-hour event. This event is sponsored by the Civil Engineering Recreation Program and will run all the way through the 1st of November.
Thanks for watching News Valdosta. I'm Stacy Bush.
And I'm Amber Worthy. Have a great day, and we'll see you next time.
It's so good. It's good. It's all right. It's still